Hello, this is Michelle from Lacquer or Lever, and I am back today with Lina Nail Art Supplies Let's Doodle 01. And the theme of this plate is all doodle flowers, and this is one of the things that I adore, is all kinds of doodle flowers. And she's got a ton of different sorts of patterns here. There's basically something here for every technique that you would want to do, and most of these are going to be good for most techniques, so it's just a question of picking out, you know, what image suits you that day. But so she's got, you know, like negative space images. How gorgeous is this going to be over any hollow that you want to show off? But you could also, of course, lead light. You could also do, you know, a decal with it, with reverse stamping. It's also great for one pass. I would do tone on tone, just single pass stamping. That would be gorgeous. This has a kind of a chintz look for me, and you could go in and easily just decorate, you know, one or two of these, or fill in the flowers and have like the rest stamped over green so that you could get like purple and green together. I love this for watercolor because you can go in and get, you know, pretty washes of different colors in here. Also keep in mind that you can layer some of these images. So, and definitely you can layer these over texture that she has. So she's got a couple of really great texture plates. Like just for example, since I happen to have Born to Sail 02, like you could stamp a texture image like this. So let's say you've got, you know, a green, and then you do a slightly lighter or darker shade of green and you stamp it in that. And then you stamp this or this over in like purple. You'd have those laying over each other, and then you're going to have a more complex design, and that's one of the really cool things about these images in here. But you could also do things like you could stamp this and then stamp a bigger one, make decals, and you color them in, and then stamp this over that. So I could see, for example, let's say you did a light pink and you stamped this in white over, and then you stamped this over in orange, made a decal stamped in orange or a darker pink, or even like green, a contrasting color, or yellow. So play around with mixing and matching those together. This almost has like a brocade-ish kind of feel to me, so I could see doing, I think this would look gorgeous in stamped in gold over white. This to me is the sort of thing that looks really good in very, you have like a gradient under this and then stamp this all in white or stamp that all in black. I think that would look gorgeous. This is the kind of thing I think that's really great for having a smoosh mani underneath and then just doing this in white or black. And then those peeps of color are going to shine through and really pop out those flowers. Or just quick watercolor would be great with that as well. This is another one that I think is really great for smoosh manis. Oh, this is just so cute. You could, if you were really detail oriented, I admit I'm not quite so detail oriented, you could go in and put a different color for each of those. I think that would make me go cross-eyed, but you could, and it would look really awesome if you did. If I were going to do that, I would stamp this like in black over all nails, and then for just one of them, I would color in that detail and make that pop. Just some classic gorgeous roses here, which I think it's gorgeous to have like stamped in tone on tone. So I could see myself doing red and then a slightly darker red, or pink and a slightly darker pink on that. And then again, great for letting some beautiful hollow or a color that doesn't stamp while letting that shine through. This is another one for me that I would just pop this in white or black over like a smoosh mani. I think that would look gorgeous. And then this is, you can do almost anything with that one. Same thing here with this one. This is another one that I would either go in and color just a few of the flowers, or just on one nail color the flowers, or stamp like color on color. This is, I love all of the different ones in here. So for me, if I were doing this, I might just pop this one here, or stamp, like I could see stamping this like in white over black or black over white. And then actually I would do it in black over white, and then I would make a decal like with one of these, and then stick the decal right over one part of it. I think that would look really cool. I love this, the regularity of this. I would definitely do color on color, or this is another one that I think would look just stunning in gold over white. So pretty, or even gold over red. I think that would look really gorgeous. Or then you've got more of like the classic henna, and this one I would definitely layer. This is another one that I think would be really fun to layer over a different image. Like you could stamp this in one color over these in another color, for example. I think that would be a lot of fun to get the different sizes there. And then this one for me is perfect for showing off gorgeous glitter. I think that would really allow some of your glitters to shine through. There's enough open area. And then of course this one is another one that would be great for hollows. And I love that in this plate she gives you a variety of sizes of each of the different kinds of flowers that she has represented. So you could do things like you can have this stamped on one of your nails and then have this stamped in your half moon on all of your others. You could, if you don't want, to have your entire nails covered with flowers, you can mix and match. You could have like this on 2 nails and then just have this placed randomly over areas on your other 3 nails. You could have a line of these on 1 nail or on 2 nails, or you could just have a single accent nail with a couple of these going down it, and then the rest just leave blank. So when you've got these matching flowers that match all of the other images, I think that that just gives you tremendous flexibility. And how cute is that with the little curly cues? Okay, so if you are just tuning in for a quick review, here is what the plate looks like. There you go. So many different gorgeous flowers to choose from here. Absolutely stunning. So the full nail images are about 1.7 millimeters wide and about 2.2 millimeters tall. And then to give you a feel for how big those ones in the middle there are, there it is next to the millimeters. And if your brain thinks in inches like mine does, there it is next to the inches. And you can see that, even this big one here, like that's not going to probably fit all entirely on your nail, but that's the biggest one. And it would only miss by a little bit on mine because, once you roll my nail all the way over. So that might even fit all the way on mine. But of course, if it doesn't, you could offset it and have it look, just really stunning. Okay, for my stamping test, I'm going to use Sally Hansen Insta-Dry in Plummet, and I am going to use my clear stamper. Okay, those are about as fine and delicate as lines can get, and that's beautiful. And the transfer is beautiful. And there's a negative space image with those big areas, and that's beautiful too. Gorgeous quality transfer. That one has a combo of big solid areas and little fine lines, and that came out beautiful. And again, gorgeous transfer. And that one has the teensiest little details of all the designs, and you can see just perfect. Gorgeous transfer. And then there's one of the little single flowers to test that out. And I let a little thread overlap there, but otherwise you can see that is just gorgeous. Wonderful stamping quality from Lina Nail Art Supplies. Definitely recommend. I will link down below, and thanks for watching.